is the faint. But then I pull the blade and the blood gets sprayed. Only got one form, but it's more than you can take. Gramps told me every day, and I listened to the lesson, that I should take that one thing and hone it to perfection. Me becoming demon slayer's part of what was destined. Press a blade into your neck and nest it right in your intestine. Even though I might be sleeping, you can bet I'm never resting. So be wary if you scare me, it's your head that I'm collecting. I may never be the hero of the story, but that doesn't mean that I will never share a part of glory. Maybe if Nezuko was the woman at my side, it won't be as devastating if I one day up and died. As long as I am here, you'll be alive. I'll take over when you need a certain service I provide. Cause when you fall asleep, that is when you come alive. So go and close your eyes, I'ma take you on a ride. I may never be the hero of the story, but that doesn't mean that I will never share a part of glory. Maybe if Nezuko was the woman at my side, it won't be as devastating if I one day up and died. As long as I am here, you'll be alive. I'll take over when you need a certain service I provide. Cause when you fall asleep, that is when you come alive. So go and close your eyes, I'ma take you on a ride. Me every day, and I listen to the lesson, that I should take that one thing and hone it to perfection. Me becoming demon slayer's part of what was destined. Press a blade into your neck and nest it right in your intestine. Even though I might be sleeping, you can bet I'm never resting. So be wary if you scare me, it's your head that I'm collecting.
It's Morphin' Time, New Red Ranger.
But that doesn't mean that I will never share a part of glory. Maybe if Nezuko was the woman at my side, it won't be as devastating if I one day up and died. As long as I am here, you'll be alive. I'll take over when you need a certain service I provide. Cause when you fall asleep, that is when you come alive. So go and close your eyes, I'ma take you on a ride. I may never be the hero of the story, but that doesn't mean that I will never share a part of glory. Maybe if Nezuko was the woman at my side, it won't be as devastating if I one day up and died. As long as I am here, you'll be alive. I'll take over when you need a certain service I provide. Cause when you fall asleep, that is when you come alive. So go and close your eyes, I'ma take you on a ride.
Hey, what's up, YouTube people? So, unfortunately, we heard the bad news. So, Tekken is in very bad shape. So, the other developer has left. And, it's not, Takashi has left. The one that Harada, left in charge for Tekken, it's not looking too good. So yeah, so as of right now, the blame for this is, I'll say, Bandai's greediness has caused the developers to leave now. And also I'm gonna blame Murray as well, because Murray is very toxic. It's gonna be a video part 2 is me getting on Murray about his behavior against fans, his response and everything else, because I'm very fed up, man. Like at that point, if you're gonna sit there and be disrespectful towards your fans, don't work for the company, or for anybody, don't work for the company. Because of Bandai's greed, and I say Murray's disrespect, Tekken about to be in turmoil. That's what I think. Like, at this point, if you're gonna be disrespectful, don't work for no type of gaming company. People have a right to ask. People have a right to have their opinion about games that they paid money and work hard on. So, at the end of the day, all this stuff what's going on is crazy. Like, and a lot of people's angry about the developers leaving, and I'm one of them. I'm mad too, because at the end of the day, it could have been better. Y'all just dropped these new patches that help fix the game and all, but y'all not doing all that. Y'all not doing any of that, and that is not okay. And I think that's kind of disrespectful. So, all I'm saying is that at the end of the day, it's not cool, it's not right, and, like, I work hard where I'm at, and to be honest, I'll say this right here, Tekken 8 carries people. Because in Tekken 7, it was hard to get the God ranks. Real hard to get the God ranks. And it really is. So to be 100, we're carried. And that's the only thing that's good about it. But at the end of the day, please don't abandon your game. Because, I blame Michael Murray for this. I blame Bandai for this because at the end of the day, it's all greediness. It's all who wants to please what for the new generation. That's what's wrong with the new generation. Some video gaming today because they want broken shit. They don't want to physically lab and see what's good. They don't want to do any of that. They just want everything handed to them, and that's exactly what they did when they made these type of games. And that's what fighting games are now these days. It's all buttons, but no all offense and no defense. That's why you don't even go to a practice mode that much anymore just to try to get good at a game. You just smack a couple buttons and that's it. And that's what's wrong with Tekken 8. Tekken 8 is very cheesy. It's very cheesy. It's bad. But at the end of the day, they was fixing the game and they decided to go to this route. And now all of a sudden, Mr. Harada has left in January. That's bad. That was a bad sign right there. And then Jakashi took over control. And guess what? Jakashi stayed for a little bit. Now he's gone now. He just left. So it's not good right now. And you know who I blame for it? I blame Bandai and I blame Murray. Because Murray's toxic behavior and Murray's disrespect towards the community is terrible. I made a video last year when they was complaining about the game. The game was going bad, really bad. Misplaced stuff said a couple of pins on it. He got nasty with her and blocked her. I already saw that part in my previous video a couple months ago. Well-known streamers that complained about this game, he got mad and blocked over because of opinion. And I think that's kind of sad. So Michael Murray, we were going to get on him in the next video, but besides the point, we are kind of disappointed that Jakashi has left and is going to the others people. At the end of the day, I just feel like it could have been better if they wanted people to take control. They could have done it better instead of just doing it a certain way. But it is what it is. But at the end of the day, I just feel like things could have been much better, but it wasn't. So everybody's gone. And I heard there's one more guy left, but he has no social media. So I'm really not going to believe that until I actually see the dude actually taking control of the game. But the way it's looking, it looks like it's going to end up like Mortal Kombat 1, and I'm not happy about it. Because, I like Tekken. Tekken and Mortal Kombat are my two main fighting franchise. And yeah, but it's not looking too good. But as of right now, Murray's the blame for this, and even bandi.Naco, their greediness and everything. So, and what makes it bad, a lot of people call it out that if Harada's leaving, we got more game developers is leaving. Look what's going on. Because Harada has a whole nother company so we're probably going to be getting like a Tekken game / SNK game, like King of Fighters game. And I think that's pretty cool. If Jakashi decides to join Harada in that company, that would be sick. And then we don't have to worry about Tekken too much no more. But at the end of the day, I'm still gonna love and miss Tekken because it's been around for years, and I've been playing LoL for years ever since I was a child. But didn't know how to fully play or press certain buttons properly, like I'm doing now, and at an intermediate level. But at the end of the day, it's sad. It's crazy how we all going for this. We never thought that Tekken was gonna go for this, but hey, look what year we're in. And then game developers, they getting so lazy to the point that they don't wanna do anything for their games no more. They get old and lazy, so they need to retire and give it to somebody that cares. and that's the biggest problem. So yeah, and after that, there's an added video to this what Moonsault was explaining more better than me about what's going on, and we're gonna get to that part in the next, I think, few minutes after this fight, after this over here. But at the end of the day, I'm very disappointed that everybody's leaving the game, and it's not good. So it is what it is. So I just do hope something will turn out good in the next couple weeks or something, or we hear some type of news that Tekken's going to be still running, somebody's still going to take control of it and still keep with the balance patches and stuff like that, and count it, something like that. We got to see. But anything else, there's no reason for this to even get this bad. Because it wasn't this bad. It wasn't even like this in Tekken 7. Tekken 7 lasts all the way up to like season 5 or 6, something like that. I'm gonna have to check. Tekken 7 been around for a minute. It lasts for a while. Now this starts at season 3. That's a bad sign. But anyway, all I'm gonna say is that like y'all need to get yourselves together. Like Harada, man. Like I'm happy that you got your own company though, but I still would have think that you should have stayed at Tekken. But at the end of the day, it's not looking too good, and hopefully we hope for the best. And Murray, but I'm blaming technically Murray. I'm not even blaming Takashi. I'm blaming Murray and bandi.Naco, and that's going to be my next video. Getting on Murray about his behavior and his response to fans, and streamers, big time streamers. That's going to be my next video. Murray is very disrespectful, and that's not right. I let it go before, didn't say much, but this time I won't let it go. I'm going to actually speak my mind on it, and yeah. So if he gets mad and blocks me or on Twitter and stuff, that's on him. But yeah. But anyway, hopefully things will get better, and the Moonsault video is coming up, and yeah, I'm just. Hopefully it'll get better real soon, because at the end of the day, man, we all love playing Tekken. We all love playing certain games we grew up with for years. I grew up with beat 'em ups in the 90s, Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter I grew up with coming up, and Tekken. So yeah. So those are the 3 games. Even with Street Fighter, I'm not too good with, but Mortal Kombat, I got used to. Then after that, then it was Tekken. But yeah, at the end of the day, it could have been better. It could have been better with the way they make their decisions and stuff and all. But I technically do blame bandi.Naco for this. I really do. But anyway, here's the video. Hopefully you guys we'll be right back to talk in a few. Okay, chat, here's the Moonsault video. And yeah, so here we go.
We just got basically catastrophic news. This is worst case scenario for people who love Tekken. And me and Dale, the developer, spoke about this in a recent video, and it's kind of happening. What we expected is happening. What we predicted is happening. We know that Harada has this new studio, and there was a couple of developers who joined him already, but now we have one of the big dogs, the person who is in control of Tekken 8, Kohei Ikeda, aka Nakatsu, announced that they are leaving the studio. We predict that they will go to join Harada. Now, I will read the statement in just a second, but for those of you who don't know what he looks like, this is the person. You know how it was always Harada, Michael Murray, and then the third guy is Kohei Nakatsu. For those of you who don't know, this person was kind of shaped to be Harada's like replacement. Harada has been kind of mentoring this person, working with this person for like 20 years, and it was seeming like whenever Harada was truly done game designing, he would pass it over to him, and then he would continue it, right? And it seems like that was what's going to happen with Tekken 8 until now. We're all so surprised by this, but the person who was leading Tekken again leaves, and this puts it in a very weird situation because we don't know who's in charge now. And honestly, it's crazy because who can lead? I know people try to say Nakatsu's not doing a good job, but in my opinion, Nakatsu has proved himself. He was a big reason why Tag 2 is what it is, Tekken 7 is what it is, Tekken 8 is what it is. Sometimes games turned out good, sometimes they turn out bad. Depending on which games you like of the three, you got to give him credit. This is why he rose up the ranks like he did, and he's so close with Harada like he is. And I guess that closeness means if Harada leaves, he leaves. So here is his statement. After this, we'll talk about who's basically in control now that he's gone. So it says, announcement. After 20 incredible years, I have left Bandi.Naco Studios. Thank you all for your support. Now, he posts this in both English and Japanese. We will read English. I have officially left Bandi.Namco Entertainment after many years with the company. Ever since I first discovered fighting games as a student, I spent countless days in an arcade, completely immersed in competition and battling against others. For someone like me, becoming a part of the company I have always admired, Namco, was truly a dream come true. Looking back now, I realized that the opportunity led me there was made possible by the many friendships and connections I have built through fighting games that the people I met along the way. That's a pretty touching first sentence there, because you can see he's echoing some of the things that Harada said about friendships and connections. And I'm expecting him to go and join Harada. We'll talk about some of the developers who already went over there and did that, right? As I reflect on the past 20 years at the company, I remember stepping into the game development through Soul Calibur 4. Later, I was given the opportunity to work on the Tekken series. As a franchise that had tremendous impact on my life and one that I always hope to someday give back to, being surrounded by passionate and incredibly talented mentors and colleagues and dedicating ourselves wholeheartedly to the game development together remains one of the most cherished experiences of my life. In particular, being entrusted with the role of game director for Tekken 7 and Tekken 8. So for those of you who don't know, he was basically like an underdog in Tekken 7, but Harada got promoted by Bandai Namco and he started to take on other responsibilities, Soul Calibur, Elden Ring, Pac-Man games, etc. And when Harada got promoted, that's when Nakatsu became game director, and this is when we saw the subtle shift from season 2 to season 3 and how the game was kind of created. That was Nakatsu in charge. So he had the game director title since season 3 of Tekken 7. Gave me the opportunity to connect with fans and members of the fighting game community from all around the world. Sharing excitement, celebrating together, and spending unforgettable moments with all of you became one of the biggest treasures of my life. There are many joyful moments and many difficult ones as well. There were times where we celebrated together and times where we received passionate criticism and encouragement. Yet, every one of those moments helped push both myself and the Tekken project forward. Whether it was hearing someone say at an event, "Thank you for working so hard for us," or being told you need...
Sorry, Chad, but I gotta say here, like, at the end of the day, like, they still done left their franchise, and now Tekken's gonna be with a chicken with the head cut off. And then the guy, like, that don't sound promising, whoever took control of Tekken now, because he doesn't have no social media, so we don't know if he's actually doing the job or you know what I mean, he's actually doing the job or not, you know? It's crazy. You know, we just don't know.
Balance the game better. Every one of those comments supported and motivated me. For that, I'm truly grateful. And to the development team members who fought alongside me for so many years, I can never truly thank you enough. There is no doubt that everything we achieved was possible because of this team. I am deeply proud I had the opportunity to create games alongside the incredible people who poured their hearts into this work. While my role leading the team as game director is coming to a close, the values both I personally and the team project have always cherished, staying close to the fans and the community and building the game together with everyone, will never change. I have entrusted those values and that baton to the incredible team that will continue reshaping the future of Tekken. As I look forward to the future of Tekken at FGC, I will also continue taking on new challenges as a game developer. I hope our paths cross again someday. So, in my opinion, that confirms it. He's saying that he's done with Tekken, and he's passed the baton to the team, and he still is going to be a game developer. And he's going to join Harada. And on that note, the people who already have joined Harada, because he has his own studio backed by Saudi, he is he is guaranteed to have that studio and this privilege for multiple years. He'll at least be able to get a game or two out, because he had like that's kind of was a part of his statement when he was talking about long-term support, long-term finance. Saudi is backing him, SK is backing him, so he has a very good platform. He was talking about how he wanted to work with his friends and colleagues and trusted people, and then when you see Nakatu echoing those same words while also saying he's done with Tekken, but he wants to continue to be a game developer, he's going to Nakatu. Now, to Harada. A couple other people who joined Harada is this person here on the left, and then I believe this person here on the right is just someone who works at SK, and that would kind of be Harada's contact at SK. Another person who joined Harada is this person here. So far, and then also you have this person here. So far, Harada has 1, 2, 3, and then when Nakatu joins, that would be 4. And there was another person that I'm also forgetting. So basically, Harada's team comprises of, right now, mostly Tekken developers, ex-Tekken developers, and it's about 5 or 6 of them. So Harada is definitely getting the band back together, and it's put Tekken in a very dire situation because they are losing all of their leaders. Like when we look at the Tekken credits, the Tekken 8 credits, you can see here that Harada was the executive director of the game. He's no longer there. And then the chief producer and game director was also Nakatu, and now he's gone. So I don't know exactly how the title is the baton is passed, but just looking at this list, Yohei Shimbori would be next in line to lead. I did a little bit more research, and Yohei Shimbori.
So Yohei Shimbori has no social media. That's the only thing, and that's why I'm not taking his word for it, because it's crazy.
That person left actually before Harada in August. Yohei left in August. Harada left in November. Nakatu is leaving now. The only one who really can take over, who's kind of in a position to take over, is Yakasuki. And now this person, there's not much known. This person doesn't have social media from what we can tell. But that's the only one who's in a position to lead alongside Michael Murray. He is strangely not listed anywhere on this list that I can see, but those are the only people who are there at Tekken right now who could lead. And honestly, the list of names that we see here, we don't know who's there and who's not there, because we're talking about Harada, talking about Nakatu, but a lot of the lower level developers, these guys could go too. We will never know until Harada kind of makes that information public in some way, somehow, websites, LinkedIn, or until they put out a game and we can see that game's credits. Then we could cross-reference to see exactly how many people left Tekken to go to work with Harada. The fact that Nakatu left is crazy, because I was thinking there's going to be this thing where it's like a tug of war. Do you go with Harada or do you stay with Nakatu? But the fact that Nakatu left, and then Michael Murray, he's probably most certainly going to leave. If Michael Murray announced his departure as well, the whole entire team that makes Tekken will leave. And when that happens, Tekken dies, because a fighting game...
I'm doing so.
I'll give you an example. Left 4 Dead 1 and 2 was made by a group of people. Left 4 Dead Back 4 Blood was made by a totally new people, and only 7 of those of the original team worked on that game. It's a totally different product. It's not at all what the players want, and it flopped. It's dead. It's not the same game anymore.
That's what he did. That's what he did. That's not me.
Did something like that, where they kind of lose all of their Tekken guys, but then they bring in other people to try to fill in the gap. It's not gonna work. It's just not gonna work. And what I'm also thinking about right now is, if you think back to that Dell found, where bandi.Naco was trying to hire people for game developers, and at the time we were thinking are they hiring people for a new game? What game are they making? And bandi.Naco would have known that this was going to happen, right? And the fact that they are looking for people, they're looking for people, because if you look at the way that this is described as if they're working on the next Tekken. But you would think like, okay, why are they hiring for the next Tekken? They're hiring for the next Tekken because so many people have already submitted their resumes. You need people to do 3D sound effects, the NPC characters, character customization, online ranked, online lobbies. So many. This is just my belief. I think so
You
many
need to clean
people
it. That's
and the
dangerous.
Tekken staff have submitted their final days, and they're just looking at the clock, and they're waiting to go to Harada. The Katsu's won. We saw a couple other guys. We're probably gonna see more. There's probably gonna be people who leave that we don't even know. Like they're probably not all of these guys have Twitter, and some of these guys are the ones who really make the game turn, and they're probably all gonna leave. And if that happens, Tekken probably will die because it's not very.
And he's right. They're all gonna leave. Once they all leave, Tekken's in a bad state, and Tekken's gonna go to heaven. We don't want that. So the blame for this, I'll say Murray's the one to blame for this. Michael Murray and bandi.Naco, because of the greed. What I think what really happened, Harada was there, was trying to talk to bandi.Naco. So listen, lower down some of these prices because it's not good. People was getting mad, and also it's too much aggression in the game. Let me put it back where it used to be, and then keep the new mechanics in there. bandi.Naco didn't want that; they wanted aggressive Tekken. So guess what? Harada said, if you ain't gonna listen to me, and it's supposed to be my game that I'm creating, y'all just pushing past me and want me to add this broken stuff in the game, I'm leaving. And that's excuse me, sorry, child. I'm over here drinking no sugar Coca-Cola. I think it's raspberry? No, cherry. So yeah, that's what happened. So he left. Nakasi took control, and I guess Nakasi said, I don't feel like doing this by myself no more. So he left. And I guess he's getting ready to join Harada. So yeah, it's not looking too good for Tekken. And also, the other guy's supposed to take control. They said he's going to take control. They said that he might keep control, but he has no social media, so that's not looking promising. But at the end of the day, man, like, that's still not good on both ends. Now let's finish this off real quick, because next video we make, we're going to be getting on Michael Murray and his behavior and his attitude towards the Tekken community. That's what we're going to do. It's disgusting.
Easy to replace these guys, and honestly, it will be crazy if Tekken ends this way. It's insane because bandi.Naco, obviously, we all know this. bandi.Naco is super greedy. They're a crazy company, and they forced Harada out. And if their greed forced Harada out, and then the whole team follows him, and then that's like how Tekken ends, it will be kind of poetic in a sense. They are after money so much to where they lose their ability to make it.
And that's going to be for the other part of the video. You guys heard it right there. Hold on. Yep, and you guys heard. So, Tekken not looking too hot. But as besides the point, only thing I'm saying is that either something got to be done quick, or Tekken is going to be just as bad as MK1. Gets canceled, no more content until a new game comes out. So that's not good. So the blame I put on this is Michael Murray and bandi.Naco. Michael Murray with his terrible attitude and his behavior towards the Tekken community, and bandi.Naco because of their greed and their stubbornness that don't want the game to be fair. They want it to be pay to win, pay to win game that is half broke, all offense but no defense. That's what bandi.Naco wants. Greediness, because new generation like it. That's no good. So that's all I want to say about that. The next video is going to be when I get on Murray about his behavior and actions towards the Tekken community with his fans, and answering and being disrespectful. That's going to be next, and that's still going to be part of the Tekken crisis too. But anyway, alright y'all, this is Retro Sailor Moon Red Ranger. I'll catch you guys later. Thank you for watching. I'll be back soon. Peace.
knew they'd pull you over eventually. You don't belong here. My obligations don't end at the borders of my dimension. I am this world's savior. I protect it. That's what's happening out there? Protection? Disobedient children will be punished. Children? We're not gods. We don't decide who lives and who dies. The decision is mine! It became mine when Joker turned me into a weapon of mass destruction! I know what you lost, but you judge me. When she sees how I'm affected this world, she'll be afraid and disgusted. She'll be alive! Looks as if you stole her from me. You stole this planet's freedom. It's time to give it back.
I'ma make